Live from Palm Springs, California, it's the Mark and Tony Show, starring Mark Lantera and Tony Pomponio. Tonight's guest, singer Lizann, comedian Cary Tobaben. Now, put your hands together for Mark and Tony.
Yeah, I'm here. Don't worry about it. Look at all these people over here.
Wow. Seems like we've done this before, but thank you again.
What a nice crowd, huh?
Great crowd.
Hey, wait a minute. How come I got the wrong glass and you got the square one? What's up with this? This guy's always got a step ahead of me.
Watch.
I don't get it.
Watch. Let me move this over.
Okay, move it over.
You ready?
Yeah, show me.
Prepared?
Yeah.
Where's your cigar?
I left my cigar in my car.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
Can you believe this guy?
For later.
I'm telling you, never a hair out of place. Even the cigar's got a place to sit. I don't get it.
It's all good. Please, take a seat, by the way.
No, you sit down first.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you. Ladies first.
Oh, jeez. Here we go. The train left the station, people.
I got him.
Okay, what?
What the heck is this?
Your family.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you the story. This is Rocco and Luigi now, right?
Yes.
Okay, they're non-SAG employees, so that's why we can afford them. Because what happened was we had this beautiful giant flamingo, and we found her on a lake, right?
Yes, a lake. Not far away, but very close.
A little rust, but it was good. You know, I mean, she did the job.
Yeah.
And she was with us in our promos and everything. And one day, she called us. She said, I need to meet you guys at the bar. We're going to have a drink. And what happened at that point?
She drank us under the table, she flew the coop, and she left us her babies, right?
Well, not her. Well, yeah. Well, now we got to adopt these guys. But she asked for a raise.
That's
okay.
it.
I mean, are you kidding me? And we're on a tight budget over here.
She wanted to be part of SAG. And
Well,
SAG,
that's
if you don't know what SAG is, it's to be the Screen Actors Guild, but she got a little bit too big for her britches,
Now
I
she's
guess.
auditioning for some big-time show, I think.
Yeah,
like
whatever.
Jimmy Kimmel or somebody like that.
Yeah, she flew away. You know what? That's fine. So
okay.
anyway, what else is going on? Enough of her.
To be honest with you, I had a real big problem the other night when we went out. And I think I've told you this already.
You always have a problem when we
Well,
go out.
you know what happens? We go out and he always gets the best seat, all right? So we go to a restaurant, we sit down, we actually were there watching one of our very, yeah, you're laughing already, huh? You know what I'm going to say.
Floor is yours.
You know, we go visit one of our very good friends, Christy King. And everybody sits down. And, you know, I'm a gentleman. I make sure all the ladies are sitting down. This guy jumps in with the ladies, kissing everybody, saying hello. I sit down on my seat, and all of a sudden I go, what the heck's going on over here? I felt the pillow kind of separating a little bit underneath over here.
He was getting shorter and shorter
and all of a sudden, they go, wait, Tony, what's the matter with you? I go, hey, I feel like I'm about ready to, you know, get an examination. No, I'm sorry.
Easy.
Yeah, it was kind of a hemorrhoidal pillow.
So it goes easy, right out the window. But anyway, you know what? We got a great show here tonight, and we thank all of you for coming out. Who are the guests tonight?
We have the fabulous Lizann Warner as Aliza, okay? And also we have a great comedian, Cary Tobaben.
So listen, everybody. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for coming. We'll be right back.
Right back.
That's Joey DeFonso, a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Cary's Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, Cary's Visions is your best graphics solution.
Welcome back, everybody.
Let's welcome comedian Cary Tobaben.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? All right. Folks, there's been a little misunderstanding. I need to straighten something out. I'm not actually here to tell jokes. I'm here to talk to you folks about reverse mortgages. Who's ready to pull out some equity, huh? Come on. You're a nice-looking crowd. I look at this crowd, I want to yell bingo. Who wants to go to Applebee's after the show? Come on. I got here early to the show. I said to Tony, Tony, where's my dressing room? He said, did you park out front? I said, yeah. He said, that's your dressing room.
Hey, you know, what the hell?
Yesterday was Father's Day. Did everybody have a nice Father's Day? Yeah. Great, great. I saw on the news the top 3 places to take Dad. Number 3, baseball game. Number 2, miniature golf. And the number 1 place to take Dad? Back to court. So, here's your subpoena, Dad. I do a lot of traveling between LA and Palm Springs. I always know when I'm coming from LA, when I'm almost to Palm Springs, because I start seeing the billboards for the varicose veins. Is that a thing out here? Then if I go a little further, I see the billboards for the plastic surgeons in Rancho Mirage. Yeah. Rancho Mirage is like the Beverly Hills of the desert. I love it. It's completely different how they run things in Rancho Mirage. You know, it's different. They even teach math differently to the kids in Rancho Mirage. I saw one of the test questions. It said, if Susie's mom needs 30 units of Botox, and each unit is $12 each, how much does Susie's mom need to put on the credit card? But we all want to look young, you know, we want to look good. I know some of you are dating. It's got to be tough out here to be dating in the summertime, though, with 118 degrees. I don't know how you do it. There's a lot of dating apps. There's one called OurTime.com. Meet singles over 50. OurTime. They've got one if you're in your 70s called RunningOutOfTime.com. But that's right. I don't know. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I come from a very tall family. I actually almost hit my head on the ceiling fan coming in here. But I've always been tall and thin, and my friends tease me about this a lot because I can eat whatever I want and I never put on any weight. It's tough, I know, it's tough. But I have to say, I'm a little embarrassed to tell you this, but during the pandemic, the past year, I actually put on almost 2 pounds. I didn't even want to come here, I was so embarrassed. But I'm on Weight Watchers. They got me on a plan. I have to lose 1 pound every 6 months. So it's working out well. It's great being tall, though, you know. You get the chance to make people feel uncomfortable without even trying. Like whenever I go into public restrooms and just kind of look over the stall doors. Hey, how you doing? Gonna be on the Mark and Tony show. That's right. But I've been doing comedy a long time. When I first started, I would perform anywhere. I didn't care. Open mic, restaurants, bars, I didn't care. One time I actually performed at an Olive Garden restaurant. I'm not trying to brag. Every Monday night, the Olive Garden had comedy. And right before I went on stage, the owner comes up to me, he says, hey, I don't want to hear any jokes about Italian people. No Italian jokes. I said, you got to be kidding me. You think real Italians are going to eat in this hole? You know the only bad thing about stand-up comedy? There's no retirement fund. There's no pension fund. A lot of comedians become a burden to their children later in life. It's true. I already gave my son a heads up. I said, I will most likely become a burden to you as early as next Thursday. Thank you very much, folks.
Hey, Cary, come on up. Come on up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, my God, I need a ladder.
Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you too,
Good
man.
to be seen, I think.
Have a seat, have a seat. You know, you are one funny guy.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what, I really
Yes, you
appreciate
are.
it. I really appreciate it. You know, honestly, I try to be funny myself, but I got to give my wife a weekly allowance to just laugh at my jokes at home. I want to know, how is it that you get started in this business? Where did it all start for you?
It started for me as a kid. I was about 9 or 10 years old, and I used to do impressions of cartoon characters and characters on Sesame Street. And it was funny coming from a little kid, you know, hearing these voices. And my parents thought they were pretty good, but they also thought something was wrong with me. So,
Well, let's hear a few of them. Bring them out.
well, they were done as a little kid, but I'll try to do them now.
Okay.
Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Kermit the Frog. Today I'm on the Mark and Tony Show. Yay!
I liked it.
What else you got?
bad.
What else you got?
I used to do this other one. Tell me if you know the.
Okay.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my head.
There it is, everybody. Come on, give it up for him.
Then my voice changed and I couldn't do them. Then I would go on talent contests,
Yeah.
and that led to auditioning at comedy clubs that had open mics. And if you do well enough on the open mic circuit, you get asked back for a week, you know, at like the Comedy Store or the Laugh Factory, and that's where I got started. And then my big break was going to Las Vegas, playing at the Riviera.
Oh, wow.
And then
How cool is that?
I got to play at Rodney Dangerfield's club, and he was like an idol
man.
of mine.
My favorite.
So you got to see him, too.
And I got to meet him. Yeah, I
Oh,
was,
man. You get no respect.
Yeah.
No respect.
Here's our Rodney Dangerfield right here.
Why do you say that?
Well, because, I don't know, because you're always fidgeting around.
Well, let's let him finish over here. We'll get on with that later. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Always give me a hard
So
time.
that was really the height of my. I just always wanted to meet him. So to be able to perform at his club was really amazing.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this: what is the craziest night that you ever had in comedy? What? Tell us a crazy story about something that happened that was just totally nuts.
Well, I'll tell you, I was not kidding earlier about performing at an Olive Garden restaurant.
So that's for real.
Yeah, they set the stage up right next to the salad bar. So people are coming and getting their salad, and I'm trying to tell jokes. And then at the end of the night, the owner comes and he gives me $25 and he says, "You can have all the breadsticks you want." So
What brought you to Los Angeles? How did it all come about?
yeah, I just started getting in the circuit. There was a comedy circuit that you would go from club to club.
Okay.
And then I got a manager that would book me in out-of-town gigs from San Diego to Sacramento, and I did a lot of traveling. I really got to see what it was like living out a suitcase, you know, because you just go from town to town, and you never know what to expect. But I really did like the circuit. You can do that while you're single, but once I got married, I didn't do it anymore.
So let me ask you this: so when you're at these comedy clubs and there's other comics there as well, and you guys are all waiting for your turn to go out and and do your thing, you guys support one another, or is it really a competitive situation? How does that work out?
You know, it's a little of both, but unfortunately, a lot of them will suppress their laughter.
Yeah, go figure. Huh?
Yeah.
They'll be sitting there like this during your set, and then afterwards they'll go, "Hey, great set, great set." You know?
Next.
Yeah.
So are you out here in the desert now full time, or are you? I mean, where are you located, and where can people see you when you're out here, or what's the game plan?
Yeah, you know, during this past year when all the comedy clubs were closed down.
Yeah, with COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, I moved out here, and I've been trying to talk to various people, investors, and some commercial real estate to try to get something going out here in the desert that's a dedicated comedy club. Because I know they have a few in some of the casinos,
Yeah.
but there's not like a single comedy club out here, and that's what I've been working on, trying to get that going.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying.
So do you have other colleagues as well that you'll bring along with you, or is it going to be something that you guys are going to advertise and bring people in and audition them? How does something like that work?
Yeah, what we'd like to do is bring in some well-established comedians out here, but we'd also like to set up some type of an open mic night for local talent to get other people to come out and audition.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Somebody like Tony, for instance, right?
Yeah.
So he can
No,
come out
no,
there.
no.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Hey, listen, folks. Do you
I'll
think
be throwing the tomatoes at him. Trust me.
it never fails this guy over here? Hey, folks, do you think it's a great idea to start some sort of comedy club out here?
Yeah.
Come on.
There it is.
Here's our guy.
All right.
There it is.
Yep. So anyway, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We absolutely enjoyed you.
Thank you.
Believe me, I try to be funny, and I really appreciate what you do. And be honest with you, I learned a lot from you tonight.
Oh, thank you very much.
But you know what? I'll keep him in check. You keep on doing what you're doing. So everybody, give this man a round of applause. Gary's the best. We'll be back.
That's Joey DeFonso. a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Cari's Visions, visuals from concept to completion, specializing in distinctive logos, identities, and branding. From business cards to banners to billboards, Cari's Visions is your best graphics solution.
Welcome back, everybody. Tony, take it from here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know her as Lizann Warner. Let's welcome Aliza. Sit down. Relax. Yes. So, like I said, we all know you as Lizann Warner in the desert. However, why don't you tell us a little bit about your adventure as Aliza?
Well, you know, I've been singing all sorts of music all my life, actually, but I never wrote original music till only a few years ago. And because so many people know me as a voice impressionist, I sing for seniors, I sing in venues, I sing with bands. I wanted something different for my original music. So Aliza is just the first 5 letters of Elizabeth, and that's my real name is Elizabeth Ann. So I go by Lizann by day, and I go by Aliza at night.
So dual identity. So listen,
That's
is
right.
that your first really what was your first really successful song?
Well, actually, my first success, I guess, in music was getting my voice on a commercial for Sandals Resorts, singing "My Blue Heaven."
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very
well,
good.
They wanted Nora Jones, actually. I'm kind of the sloppy seconds, but they
Well, I don't know
wanted.
about that. It looks like you did very well, so.
They wanted Nora Jones to they wanted Nora Jones' track for My Blue Heaven, but they wouldn't release the use of it. So I was hired to sing it and sound like Nora Jones as close as possible.
Yeah.
I actually sang it several times. They kept returning it back to me, asking me to do it over because they said it sounded too much like Nora Jones and they were worried about getting in trouble. So.
Well, then, let me ask you a question.
And it aired on all the major.
Did it? I
networks.
was going to just ask you. So it had a wide release, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
for
it did.
That,
It
right?
played on all major networks.
Okay.
And for about 3 or 4 years.
Very talented lady. And something else comes to mind, too, because she's part of a tribute band, which is the group Heart. And they are just fantastic.
Well, we do a tribute to Heart.
Yeah, the name of the group is Dog and Butterfly.
Exactly.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. We've done this tribute now for quite a few years. We've had a lot of really good support from even the members of Heart. And we were featured on Access TV's World's Greatest Tribute Bands as the world's greatest tribute to Heart. And,
You've had some of the members come out and join you on stage, too, right?
Yeah. We actually had Roger Fisher and Steve Fossen, both original members of Heart, come out and play with us for half of a show.
How cool is that?
So
Huh?
That's really
yeah,
cool.
so that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
How cool is that, folks?
Yeah. Come on, give it up for her.
You know, I got to say, about a month or so ago, we were out Montclair Canyons,
Yeah.
and the band performed there, and the band's warming up and getting ready, and they start playing a little bit, and all of a sudden she comes strutting out and grabs that microphone and just commands the stage, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We enjoyed it.
Thank
We
you.
enjoyed it very
Thank
much.
you.
I mean, the band, I thought it was at a Heart concert.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
seriously.
that good.
Thank
And
you.
your presence, your showmanship, you and the band members, everybody just knocked it out. It was fantastic.
Well, that's what we strive to do. We try to be as close to the original project as possible. That's how we emulate them. And I guess I've done a fairly good job of imitating Ann Wilson of Heart, because I also got on Guitar Hero 3 and also on Konami's game Rock Revolution, singing Heart music as Ann Wilson on the recordings.
How cool
I'm
is
not
that?
surprised.
So yeah, whenever they can't afford the real guy, they hire me.
Now,
Very,
you know
very
what?
good.
I want to add one thing that I know about Lizann, because we've become pretty good friends. During the week, she sings at convalescent homes.
Yes, I
She does a
do.
lot of good things for the seniors in the communities around the area where you live. I know that you do Marilyn Monroe, for example, as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a lot of fun with that. She pleases a lot of people, and that's that all comes from the heart.
And I do a lot of animal rescue too.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
why don't you tell everybody a little bit about the animal thing that you do?
Well, basically, I just started on my own, noticing that there were a lot of unwanted animals, mostly cats, in the neighborhood where I live now. And when I first moved in there, I noticed a lot of stray kitties. And so I would just kind of go by at night and leave them a little bit of food and a little bit of water. And that kind of expanded. Next thing you know, I was receiving donations from friends and family and people who wanted to help. So we were able to trap and release many of these feral cats, get them fixed. And I still go and I feed them. And some of them I actually am able to get adopted out. So I've been...
That's a very good thing.
It's kind of been growing into a whole nother thing.
So if you come in here on a Tuesday night and see Lizann Warner perform, she's got a thing called the Love Bucket. And tell us about the Love Bucket.
Well, the Love Bucket is basically, it's a tip jar, I guess, technically, but it's also a receptacle for donations. Anything that you put in the tip jar, I use to help pay for food, cat litter, vaccines, spay and neutering, veterinary visits, which can get very costly, and all of that stuff. Anything that's animal related, all those expenses, it helps out a lot.
Well, you've got a lot of things on your plate. So you're here at Chef George Tuesdays
and Fridays. Yeah, from 6:30 to 9:30.
Give a little quick synopsis, I guess, for the lack of a better term. What kind of show are you putting on?
Tuesdays and Fridays are basically, it's a restaurant and a lounge. So I'm doing just a wide variety of music, all covers mostly, but every once in a while I'll slip in one of my own songs. But it's mostly just covers of jazz, pop, rock, country, R&B. I cover a lot of bases musically, and I try to feed off what the audience is enjoying. And so it's just a mixed bag, everything from Billie Holiday up to Lady Gaga and everything in between.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. We come literally almost every Tuesday, if not every Tuesday.
I think we own the place now.
Yeah, well, we got our own special table unless Robert Samore shows up.
I was going to say, then we defer to Robert. I think Robert's out here with Norma somewhere. I think he's the big boss here. Yeah, he's the boss, so we always defer.
Lizann.
You guys always come with a big gang.
Let me ask you a question.
Come and I appreciate it.
What are you going to sing for us as Aliza?
I'm going to do the title track from my EP. It's called Anything Can Happen.
There you go.
All right, so stay tuned, everybody. After the break, we hear this lovely lady sing her title track. Stay tuned.
That's Joey DeFonso, a.k.a. Mark Murphy.
I'm no snitch, but I really don't like the way he treats women.
What do you think you're doing?
He got in some trouble with the boys back in Chicago a few months back. So the FBI bought him and his family a one-way ticket to Palm Springs, California.
I got this idea. I want to run for mayor.
On the condition that he keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Filmed on location in Palm Springs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eliza.
Let's go downtown to the show. If we can't dance, baby, we won't go. We'll just go walking and you never know. Anything can happen, so let's go. So let's go.
thanks again to Chef George, Lana, and of course, Vladimir. Another great show.
Yep.
Another great group of people.
Oh, man.
We have Mr. Mark Antonelli with those fancy sparkle shoes.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Life is good.
I thought mine were good.
Life is secure here. So Tony, so who was on the show tonight?
Well, tonight we had Miss Lizann Warner, Aliza.
Let me just add to this. Lizann Warner / Eliza, hands down, one of the best talents in the entire desert.
You know, I'll tell you what. You got to check her out on Facebook on this Aliza. I went and checked it out. I'll tell you, there's some good stuff on there. Great music, great videos. Very, very, very good stuff. So
100%.
check it out.
Yes, sir.
And who else was on the show?
Cary Tobaben.
Fantastic comedian.
Funny guy.
All of 6'7", big giant on our stage, but great guy.
Jeez, I thought.
But anyway, with all of that said, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Chef George. I want to thank everybody who participated on the show. The crew, everybody. Thank you, Tony. So until we all meet again next time, have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Hi, I'm Mark Lantero.
And I'm Tony Pomponio.
Inviting you to join us
every Saturday morning at 10:30
on KPSE TV for the Mark and Tony Show.
A talk show that guarantees to put a smile on your face.
The Mark and Tony Show every Saturday morning at 10:30. Join us.